What if Mercedes Moné truly meant it when she ordered wrestling fans to back off? It's not only a random tirade, rather, it offers a window into the thoughts of a woman who has dominated the WWE, wowed Hollywood, and stormed AEW, only to become embroiled in a love-hate conflict with the same people who are applauding or jeering her. She's finally had enough after a year of her all-elite run, and her remarks on the Sackhoff show with KT Sackhoff were like a kick in the face. She is criticizing the combative followers who are unable to look past her CEO arrogance to the genuine Mercedes Varnado underneath. Stay tuned as I dissect her exact words, explain why she's frustrated, and discuss how this disagreement may affect her in 2025. There's more going on here than you may imagine, I assure you. Let's go back to March 13, 2024, to her hometown of Boston's TD Garden. The atmosphere at Dynamite. Big business explodes when Mercedes Moné enters AEW. Not only is she a wrestling superstar, but she is also a crossover queen. The Mandalorian on her resume, a business tycoon with a periodical named Moné and modeling gigs in her pocket. The excitement is unbelievable. With 9,000 supporters yelling and signs flying, everyone's eyes are on the CEO. She promises to make women's wrestling a global sport as she struts out with the theme song blasting. Tony Khan, his biggest free agent acquisition since Will Ospreay, is beaming. However, the honeymoon is brief. Fans who had lusted after her NGPW or to WWE days as Sasha Banks abruptly lose interest. Why? AEW fans aren't amenable to her cutting slick, self-assured, babyface-style promos in the vein of WWE. Grit, not gloss, is what they desire. Shade-filled, X says, she's just Sasha 2.0. Return to Vince. Mercedes feels the sting of rejection. She's not one to pout, though. She's going to change the course of events. After a couple of months, she stops being kind. The CEO of Babyface? Dead. A heel brimming with conceit takes its place. Picture sharp clothes, gold chains, and a sneer that declares, "I'm better than you." She puts a lot of effort into the role. Hello, your CEO. Each promo showcases her TBS championship reign, which has now lasted for more than 290 days. It's completely different, and it works. Her anger is fueled by the jeers from the crowd. In Moné, she acknowledged that fan dislike hypes me up more. Her matches also begin to click. That change from a smile to a sneer is a survival tactic, not merely a gimmick. She's clever enough to know that AEW fans want authenticity, not WWE leftovers. After departing WWE in 2022, she had completely changed her image in New Japan, where she had won the IWGP Women's title and come very close to capturing the NJPW Strong title before being sidelined by an ankle ailment. She is demonstrating that she is not a one-trick pony by doing it again in AEW. The hitch is that some supporters are still clinging to the past. She unloads during her sit-down on the Sackhoff show. When asked how she responds to wrestling fans by KT Sackhoff, Mercedes doesn't mince words. With a steady but irritated tone, she states, "I don't think people understand that at all. For the viewers as well as for us, wrestling is a never-ending fantasy world. To them, we are true superheroes, since that's what they see. I'm constantly sort of living out my persona on TV and Twitter." She is correct, smug and untouchable. She is the CEO on Dynamite week after week. The problem is that I don't get to show people who Mercedes Varnado is, so they don't know. Instead, they receive this exaggerated figure. She goes on to say, "It can be irritating at times when people act aggressively toward me based on their perceptions of me. For these folks, I would much prefer play a part than be Mercedes Varnado every day." It's an honest admission. Beyond the bluster, she's protecting a side of herself that fans hardly ever see. She's relaxing, away from the spotlight, at home with her pets, not planning promotions. However, outside, some fans seriously cross the hazy line, and the true heat is building there. Wrestling is extremely tribal, with AEW purists and WWE devotees engaged in an endless online cage match. Mercedes enters with baggage from her 10 years in the WWE, Some AEW supporters view her as a traitor because, unlike their native heroes, she didn't earn her stripes in Japan or the Indies. They told her that her debut was too choreographed and too tidy, and it felt like a WWE invasion. She is criticized in X-postings from the previous year. She's overrated. Her finisher lacks strength. Camille is wasting her money. Despite being one of the best in-ring workers in the world, her NGPW run was incredible, and her Hell in a Cell matchup with Becky Lynch in 2019 still gives me chills. She has also given birth in AEW, yet some people are blinded by the tribalism. The hate was somewhat, but not completely, tempered by her heel turn. Fans so engrossed in the illusion that they forget she's human are the ones she's calling out when they send death threats or spam with the words "you suck." She is not alone. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins have both experienced it. Mercedes, though, she isn't whispering that she's had enough. She's unbeatable on some nights and shines off on others during her AEW run. Consider her high points. The 20 minutes of constant counters in the Full Gear Barnburner with Chris Statlander, followed by her hooking the arms for a pin that sent shockwaves through the stadium, or her technical clinic matchup with Stephanie Vacker on Forbidden Door, which had people clamoring for a repeat. All in. Britt Baker, two egos colliding in front of 50,000 spectators at Wembley Stadium is pure fire. She is 13-0 in AEW, has won the NGPW Strong Women's Championship, RevPro's British Women's title, and the TBS title since May 2024. Most people can only imagine having a triple crown like that. The lows, though? Oh no. Booking has been erratic. Arguments with Anna Jade and Sky Blue felt uninteresting and unimportant. Momo Watanabe is the next at Revolution, but where is the build? There aren't many credible threats. Some evenings, the audience is half asleep, and ex-users blame them, saying, "Her reign is boring. AEW is squandering her." Fans are talking about the dimming spark, even though she's still money. This is a contentious twist. Did AEW make a mistake with her backup? On paper, it sounded awesome to pair her with Camille, the Brickhouse. The CEO being shadowed by a 6-foot enforcer? Heat up instantly. Camille, meanwhile, is merely looming like a mute prop and has hardly wrestled. X-fans don't hold back. Camille's dead weight. Her gimmick was killed by Mercedes. Then there is the talk about her salary. Some people object to the rumors that she is the highest paid woman at AEW, citing cringe commercials and a finisher, the Moonmaker, that doesn't always land clean. They post, "She's not worth it." Just. Perhaps not. She is an attraction. Her matches hardly ever go badly, and ratings rise when she is on. However, impression is crucial, and the complaints are loud. Aside from cannon fodder, AEW has to figure out how to make her feuds more interesting by giving her an adversary who can compete with her. Tony Khan is responsible for correcting the painful Camille error, but beneath this, there's more smoldering. The rumors are crazy when you look at 2025. On January 5th, she will defend her NGPW title against Mina Shirakawa at Wrestle Dynasty in the Tokyo Dome. Munmag has hailed this encounter as one for the ages. It's a flex, win or lose, and Mercedes, who was 13 at the time, would have sobbed upon witnessing it. Then there's the excitement around Saturday night's main event, which is scheduled for May 24 in Tampa and features John Cena as the main act. The AEW contract be damned. Could she crash it? Perhaps a mixed tag with her former WWE friend Seth Rollins. Or massive swing, rumors of a WWE comeback. She left in 2022 due to creative disagreements, but Triple H enjoys a good comeback. What comes next as her heel run peaks? A complete change of character? She has made references to it. On Sackhoff, she pondered about playing a role indefinitely. Would she be able to leave the CEO for something more somber, more subdued, and nearer Varnado? She has the intelligence to accomplish any of the countless options. Here's the worst part, though. Perhaps her hidden weapon is the hostile fans she is criticizing. She herself has stated that she is energized by their hatred. Every boo in the arena and every "you suck" tweet are fuel. She's daring them to keep coming, not pleading for love. The true Mercedes is robust, flexible, and thrives in a chaotic environment. She certainly finds refuge in her private life, but this fantasy world, she is in charge there. The next time you feel like making fun of her online, remember that she is reading, laughing, and most likely already plotting how to make it into something positive. Will she continue to be AEW's top dog, leave, or change? She's not going away gently. That much is certain. Do you think she's right about fans? Or are they only playing the game she created?